Welcome back, my friends. This video is going to be talking about how the Linga Devi was created. Sadhguru's temple in the Isha Yoga Center in Coimbatore, India. And I'm just going to share with you my insights because I find this topic fascinating. And it's going to be very rewarding for me to talk about this and also for you to hear this and witness my thought process and insight. Okay? So how this deity was created, how this goddess was formed, how this temple came to be, how basically the intricacies of this. And I'll share with you things that Sadhguru has mentioned to me, not to me, but to everyone. And also things that I've kind of put two and two together and I can see clearly how this came to be, okay? First, I want to share the story with you. I think it's relevant to this. Sadhguru says, or the master says, Sadhguru, he says that the story goes that before the universe came, as the universe arose, there was three aspects of the universe: the creation aspect, the maintenance aspect, and the destruction aspect. These three forces are still present now. And that was all that there is. And as the universe was continuing to form, a certain kind of dark force of the universe started to arise, and it threatened the existence of the universe. And so these three forces kind of came together, became one in a sense, or in essence, and produced out of them the most wholesomest qualities out of all of them: the creation, maintenance, and destruction. And thus in turn produce the feminine energy of the universe, or what we call Devi, or the feminine aspect of reality or nature. Okay? So I hope the story is in alignment with what Sadhguru said. I'm just going off memory here. All right? So why am I speaking like this? Why am I making this video? Well, because I have a Linga Devi Gudi. I purchased this many years ago, and I was working with it, and things happened. I kind of, I'm not going to go into this. But I have this, and this feminine deity that Sadhguru has created is very beautiful, very warm, very receptive, very towards the well-being of your being. And it can do many things for you. It can do many things for you. So, for example, I'm going to just call it a being. I'm going to call him a being, the Jnanalinga. I know a lot of you are going to be, whatever your feelings are. It's irrelevant. The Jnanalinga can't really do anything. It just sits there, always. And you have to kind of go into it and become receptive to it, and things will happen for you in terms of the inner state of mind. But Linga Devi and other temples are not like this. Linga Devi is like a physical being. She's like a human being, a human feminine woman, just not in a physical body. And she has, a presence in the Isha Yoga Center. Obviously, that's her home, that's her base. And from there, she goes out and she can do many things for you. And you can get a little receiver device, which is the Linga Devi Gudi, or any yantra that Sadhguru offers. And this energy can be exuded into your house, and it's very rewarding, very friendly, very gentle, very kind and compassionate, very towards well-being, very towards the maintenance aspect of yourself, and towards overall human well-being. In every aspect: the physical, the material, the financial, the whatever you think of what is well-being, she can provide that for you. She can maintain that for you, and she can produce that for you ultimately. So my relationship with this goddess has been quite unique, because I first became aware of this a couple of years ago, and I was always so drawn to this, but I knew that my own sense of receptivity wasn't strong enough to fully open to her and receive her grace. Even though I'd always watch YouTube videos of the chanting mantras and how the singing was going about, and it was so fascinating to me, and I'm a little bit sick, as you have noticed. That's okay. So as my receptivity deepened, my ability to communicate and connect with her grew stronger. And even now, I'm consistently and constantly chanting this mantra, the Devi Stuti. This, not only for myself, it really opens myself up towards a receiving side of life and receiving the ultimate abundance of this world, this planet, this universe. But it also does things for my environment, which if I'm going to build a house, let's say, on a plot of land, I definitely want the Devi's connection and her grace and her energy to permeate this entire space and for this space to become conducive towards her energy. Because why? She's much more powerful than I am. And I want to obviously align to that thing which is more powerful than me, because this deity, this creation can do a lot more things for me than just me going out and doing this for myself. Okay? It's like, well, I'm not going to share with you any examples. Let me just continue forward. So as I said, Linga Bhairavi is a physical, she's like a woman. She is a physical woman, but she doesn't have a body. So I have a body and whatever layers of myself are inside of me. And I'm walking around with a body. I can do anything. I can do various things. She's not like that. She doesn't have a body per se. She can't pick up objects for you. She can with enough energy and with enough intensity and enough, I don't know, the right situation. Maybe in some rare extreme case, things can happen physically, like, oh my God, wow. But that's unlikely. Anyways, it's irrelevant for me to talk about like this. So she doesn't have a body. She's only in her energy. And she's, like a highly enlightened, beautiful woman. And let me briefly discuss how this temple was created, because I've watched the creation process of this temple numerous times. I paid for it because Isha allows you to watch this or to download this series. It's a 3-hour long series, divided into 3 days of this process. And you can donate whatever you want to donate in exchange for this. So I donated and I watched this multiple times on multiple occasions. Why? Just to study it. I was so drawn to this, the idea of you can create an actual physical deity or physical being, like a goddess. You can create a goddess or a god in essence, and that is a science of how to do it. And there's a video of this man doing it. So there's many things that go into this, but essentially it is the Linga Bhairavi is composed of a spine. That's how I see it. It's a spine. Um, so the temple is a triangle. It's a triangle like this, and her presence sits in the triangle right here. And so her body, in essence, is the what you see in the actual stone, and inside the stone is like her organs, which is mostly solidified mercury, and also various herbs and vibhuti, sacred ash, and various things like this, like different sacred leaves and so on, things that bring about energy. And then there's other aspects of this, like Sadhguru poured in liquid mercury. That's kind of like her blood, I would say. And also the encasing of the whole mercury, solidified mercury, is a brass triangle also. So all this material sits inside of a brass triangle, and the outer material is stone. Um, and the very center and the very core is, this is kind of public knowledge because there have been videos Sadhguru released on his YouTube channel of the trailer for this whole thing. So I'm just basically showing you what is publicly known. That in the trailer you see Sadhguru holding a big long tube, and it's covered in a red cloth. Well, inside the cloth is a copper container. Maybe copper, maybe brass, one of these elements. I'm pretty sure it's copper. And inside is a liquid mercury. And this liquid mercury, Sadhguru has said, okay, I'm not going to give away too many secrets here. Basically, this mercury, this spine in essence, which is comprised of liquid mercury, has been energized in a certain way, has been energized with the 4.5 chakras. And once this solidified mercury core has been placed inside of the triangular temple, that's it. Now she's born in a sense. And all of these components come together, and it magnifies this, and it makes this a living entity. But this is actually not enough. As I was investigating this is now my own knowledge, my own insight. This is not something that Sadhguru has said. I could be wrong, but I'm just, kind of putting two and two together. It's not enough just to take liquid mercury, solidified mercury, and energize it with the different chakras, the 4.5 chakras with the Linga Bhairavi is made up of, the foundation, the Swadhisthana, or the sense of self, the maintenance, and half of the heart. the feminine part, I'm assuming. And so if you just do this to a piece of mercury, it will just exude that. It'll just become a very nice kind of quality of sense of well-being and stability, and you become receptive to it, and it's very nice. But to make a goddess out of it, and to make a goddess kind of walk around, it takes something totally different, which the difference can be seen as the I'm really now talking to the kind of okay, I'm not going to say this because I don't know how many people are going to be receptive to this, but essentially Sadhguru has consecrated various things in the ashram and the yoga center, like the Adiyogi Alayam, and the Adiyogi is not like Linga Bhairavi. It's a simpler uh, energy. It's just a kind of a repository of information or energy or whatever Sadhguru felt needed to be put there for people to become receptive towards yoga. That's there. But Linga Bhairavi has been made with qualities, human qualities, and that took a long time. It's probably very simple to kind of do something to a mercury stone. It could be, a few days and it can be done. But it took a lot of time. It took 9 months to make Linga Bhairavi happen. And I always wonder why. What were they doing for 9 months to this little mercury core? Obviously, it's not, it has to be something more unique, and I'm just guessing here. I could be wrong again. But it is, well, it is a process of making the actual physical or the physical being happen, because you're making a woman in a sense, or you're making a human being, and that's not a simple thing. You have to know what qualities she has. You have to know what purpose she's doing in life, and you have to know something. Sadhguru also publicly mentioned is that he mentioned that lots of care has been taken for the Linga Bhairavi not to walk around in your house. Meaning you can bring about Kali's energy, and Kali's physical presence in an essence or in a etheric form can come into you. And oh my god, that maybe can scare some people. It doesn't scare me, it actually is very rewarding. Linga Bhairavi is also like this, except she's not a fierce entity like Kali. Sadhguru says she's very fierce, but I don't sense her as fierce at all. I sense her as very beautiful and gentle and kind and compassionate, and I've never seen any kind of rage or anger or hatred towards her from her at all. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm special in this way. I hope I am. And yeah, so lots of care was taken about to make this happen. And it makes sense because simple consecrations, like for example, taking a stone and energizing the stone, well, that's one thing. That's very simple. You just put in some light into it, and people obviously have to have mastery for that to happen. But it's relatively simple compared to something as complex as making an actual god or goddess. That's much more complex because you have to now go into the intricacies of actually making a human being, and that's not a small thing. So, from what I see in the Isha Yoga Center, well, Sadhguru has said that I don't know why this is the case, but I'm just sharing with you my inner thoughts. This is just me kind of exploring my own ideas here. He said that the Dhyanalanga is, you know, you can't make another one, or even if you tried to make another one, you couldn't make another one. And I guess I see why in a sense, because it took a lot out of him. Sadhguru is not the same as he was before, and how he is now after the consecration of Dhyanalanga is not the same at all. It's not even comparable. And the Dhyanalanga is, of course, the full manifestation of an enlightened being, and he just sits there. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't walk around. He doesn't care about you, or doesn't want you to help you in any way. It just kind of he sits there, and that's it. Linga Bhairavi is not like that. She can walk around. She can help you. She can do things for you. She can suggest things for you. She can even bring about kind of events in a very subtle way. Like, hey, her energies will impact someone else, and someone else will come to you, and you'll know, okay, this is because of this deity. That's a little bit more, extreme. From what I've seen, working with her energy and being with her for the first couple of months when I had the physical goody, her energy from the actual technology was so massive and impactful. Wow. And I want to recreate the conditions for that to happen. The conditions weren't right after, I moved out of my house and things just kind of died with her. And the technology wasn't as receptive and wasn't working as powerfully as it once did. I don't know what happened. And then certain things happen and whatever. That's changed. So in the future, if I continue to stay alive on this planet Earth, guaranteed I will purchase another Linga Bhairavi or more advanced technology, such as a different yantra. And I will have this and I will cherish this and I will make sure that there is her own space that's going to be created so that the physical structure does not move at all and she's very well taken care of, because the amount of energy that is released from this is tremendous. It's tremendous. So if you have a stable living situation about yourself, I highly suggest you purchase this and invest this into yourself, because it's so life transforming. Your life will become so easy and so smooth. But beforehand, first, make sure you know where it's going to be and so it doesn't move. That's very important. What else needs to be said here and shared here? Well, I see myself creating something like this or consecrating a deity like this. Why? Because I want to leave something behind. That's only natural for a human being. Human being, according to Tony Robbins, which I definitely feel is true, they have six human needs. The need for let's see if I can remember them. I don't think I would, but I think it's like safety. No. It's a sense of love and connection, a sense of contribution, a sense of growth, a sense of uh, um, variety, a sense of certainty, and a sense of something else, love and something. Okay, so one of the human needs is contribution, growth, and contribution. So these things come about after the first four are met. Okay, you need to search this up; it's very worthwhile. So once the first four are met, the first four, like the very basics, you need a sense of security. Okay, and also you need a sense of variety, because if you don't have security and things are just monotonous, you're gonna be very bored and it's gonna be miserable. And if you have just variety, things are happening, we have no security, also very not pleasant. You need a sense of love and connection. That's also a very important need. And you need a sense of something else. Oh, significance. Okay, significance. That's very important also. So once these are met, then you can move to the higher, which is growth and contribution. Well, they're all kind of interchanged. Just I shouldn't have said it this way. So growth, everyone wants to grow. Every human being wants to grow. Some people, whatever. That's a human need. Okay, and also contribution is also a human need. So you feel you need to give back in some way, and I obviously feel the way that this is happening. Some of you might say, "Oh, you're not," some people just go about it making children or making money or doing something or doing something. Well, yogis also have a sense of to contribute, but they contribute in a much different way, not like the regular human beings do it. They contribute in an energy way which cannot be missed. It can be missed if you're very, if you don't experience the subtleties of life. But even then, okay, if you sit in a space that's consecrated for long enough, you'll feel, oh, okay, something is happening here. So my kind of sense of contribution also is there, and also I'm a biological male, and my sense of, I don't know, significance and also competition is also there. And I want to create a god or a goddess before I leave this planet. And like my words, I will do so, or at least that's my intention. Maybe my intention will change. I'm not sure. So it's not an accident that I was so interested in these things and so interested in learning about the creation of these temples and this temple. Because why? Whenever I sense that, whenever my desire is going towards a certain way, in some way I need it for the future. So whatever I was doing in my life that with great passion and intensity, some way to repay me greatly for where I am and who I am. So, yep, if I stay alive, I'm going to create a temple like Linga Bhairavi, and these are the little nuances that I have to share with you about creating a god or a goddess. A lot of temples in India are not gods or goddesses. They're more like, well, it's an energy space. And you go there and receive different chakras for different things, and it's very nice and receptive. That's fantastic. That's missed in most of the world. And then there are much rarer temples that actually house deities, which is not a simple thing to create. Another deity it's worth mentioning here that Sadhguru has created is the Naga Shrine, Naga, in Bengaluru, in the Isha Yoga Center temple there too. And he also said, Sadhguru, that it took a long time for them to consecrate this little thing, and so much work has been done, and it's not a simple thing just to make a snake form come about on an energy level. You can make simple snake forms and you can set them loose and they can do whatever they want. But that powerful of a being, and it is a being, it's not a simple process. And I'm still yet to uncover the mysteries behind this, the Naga, the snakes, this particular snake that Sadhguru has created. I just, connect to the energy, to his energy sometimes and somewhat, and it's very nice and very transformative. Yet I have not really deeply connected with him in a way for me to share with you the intricacies as I've done with Linga and the Linga Devi. Alright, so that's it. That's the end of this video. I'm sure I'll title this something with the Linga Devi actually now. I'm going to change my mind on this, or maybe I won't, I'm not sure. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. If you want to reach out to me for a well, let me discuss this further. Let me examine this just so I understand better. Okay, the price to talk to me is $60 now, 60 Canadian dollars. The PayPal link will be down below. And what will you get in exchange? Well, first and foremost, simply just for you to talk to me. That's it. And then I can't promise you anything, obviously, because that's irresponsible of me. So to keep myself safe and to keep you safe without any expectations, you'll just get a chance to talk to me. That's the price to talk to me. What can you expect, maybe, or expect is not the right word, as I just mentioned. What can you maybe hope to achieve after you talk to me? Well, I can share with you my advice, my insight, my life's insight. I can share with you my experience. I can, have a very clear perception, and I can see into you. I can see into people's lives. I can see where you're going wrong, where you're doing right, what's happening with you. If you need some suggestions in life, if you need some guidance, or if you need some untangling, I can definitely do that for you. Obviously, this doesn't need to be said, but I'm just going to very briefly mention this, that my capabilities reach beyond the physical capabilities, meaning, look, I'm an energy being, and I have energy to impact you from wherever you are. It's very easy to understand. Like, for example, if I just take my hands here and just create a feeling of love and connection with you or to you, maybe you'll feel a sense of being more nice in this video. You feel a little bit more pleasant. Okay, I definitely do. So just like this, I can connect to your space and your energy and change you in very magnificent and magical and wonderful ways. This doesn't mean to say that you talk to me, all your life's problems are going to end. Again, no, that's not the expectation you should have. You should have just, be open. Be open, have an open mind, have an open sense of receptivity, and then something can be put into you. Which is definitely what you want and what you need. Okay, $60 is the price. Next is if you want to come to the space here and spend some time with me, spend some time with Yogi Bishwanath, and live in energized and consecrated and sacred space. Then definitely do so. We're located in the northern part of New Zealand. And yeah, reach out to me on Facebook. Link will also be down below if you want to do that and enjoy this beautiful space and change your life and learn meditation and volunteer your time here. And there are many options for you to consider while coming here. So the nature is very beautiful. The food is very rich with life and nutrients because the soil is very strong here. By the way, safe soil. And what else needs to be shared here? That's it. If you want to donate to me, just out of the kindness of your own heart, I cherish you for doing that, and thank you very much. You're going to feed me. Link will be down below, PayPal link. And as always, join my Discord. That's also an option. We have lots of discussions there, fun discussions. And that's it. Like this video, comment what you think, tell me, and stay tuned for more. Definitely subscribe if you're new. I'm going to make more, make YouTube videos every day, publish every day. And yeah, this has been a longer video. I'm a little bit, maybe this wasn't as energetic or as charged as most of my videos are, and that'll get back to normal. But, a combination of me not feeling very well and not sleeping well and not taking the proper maintenance for my body, this is how it arose. So this has been just a very brief video discussing how the Devi was made, or how the Linga Devi was made. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more. That's it. Take care. Peace. Shiva Shambho.